Tanya, for people who don't know me. I'm one of Don's cousins. And her sisters and Dawn actually asked if I would write some words down, kind of like a eulogy, a post-service eulogy, church basement eulogy. And so her sisters got in touch with me and sent me some thoughts, and I thought about Dawn, and I wrote this for her and for all of us. And of course you could talk forever about someone, and these are just a few words, so I'm going to read them. And you all can hear me? We're good? Okay. Dawn Marie, the oldest child, the boss of y'all, the one who knew her fashion, frequently laughing, an above average amount of sassing. That's the cat's assing. Are you really gonna wear that? Jesus, what did you do to your hair? The one who might find a eulogy a fitting time and place to swear. Born to Donald and Florence on October 8, 1968, this beloved one of ours leaves too soon. And how do hearts make room for that much sadness? First it's news, and then it's truth, and then it's absence. A silence where there once was laughter, a solo song rising to the rafters. We listen and we gather, together and around her, as did her sisters at her bedside, as did her mother, as did her daughter and her husband, as did friends and carloads of cousins, aunts and uncles, whoever could get there in time. We come to say goodbye and to remember. Dawn Marie was Spitfire, she was glowing embers. With outfits of many colors, the best finds from Frenchies, she tailored her own design, she lived her days expressively, and honestly, is there any other way? Her honesty was refreshing, if sometimes hard to take. But it wasn't all sass and boss. Dawn was also calm and soft and brave. You could feel the warmth of her heart through that grin on her face. She raised a beautiful daughter. Actually, she was still in the process. This in life is a task ongoing, though now Dawn can only guide her from a distance. And Elizabeth will need everyone to remind her her mother is still beside her, her biggest supporter. Will hang her artwork on the walls of the heavens, will blast her music for all to listen, always rooting for her. And Chris, who she's been with since 2009, stays behind to mourn his wife, and there is no easy way to do that. Time and love will take you through that, and you hold on to the truth that love is what it's for. Life shared, people to adore. Dawn Marie was adored by the family she spent her days with, her father, Donald, long departed, her mother, Florence, loving her still from here, and by her sisters, Tracy, Jerry Lynn, and Lori, who she treated with love, mostly. Maybe not that time she smeared burdocks in Tracy's hair, or when she pushed baby Lori down the stairs. And maybe not when Linny got her tonsils out and Dawn dug her nails into her face till there were tears, but definitely all of the other times. After years of sister fights and some overprotective tattletaling, they became the Fantastic Four, a team with a clearly defined leader. Perhaps Dawn didn't set out to be a leader, though she lived like one, making her own opinions and voicing them, finding her contentment and carving her own path. Most of her work life was spent in customer service, and here her personality served her well. She started at the Irving in St. Elmer's, always serving though never cooking, like her sisters. Was she too dainty? Too pretty? Wasn't going to get her hands dirty? It didn't matter. Regardless of the specifics, Dawn showed up to get it done. Briefly, she was a paramedic, participating in team competitions, but this work took an emotional toll and she returned to where she was well suited. She served in PEI, Halifax, Moncton, before landing at the Sobeys Deli in Shediac, where she became assistant manager and frequently took treats to all the staff. Not only that, But with Elizabeth, she got to sing in the commercial for the Star of Christmas, that warm Sobeys festive touch. Dawn sang her way through all of it, from church choirs to school bands to barbershops, and probably in the car, while regularly making the drive back to Summerside to help her mother with her banquets. Either she loved the view from the bridge, or an excuse to take a trip, or to see her mom, or else she just couldn't get enough of the Silver Fox Curling Club. It was a charmed spot. After all, that's where her and Chris met and hit it off, the beginning of the linking of their lives. And that's what we do. We cross paths, we link up, some chosen, some blood. We don't know when death will come, but we know that love keeps going. And so, while we're here, keeping going, let us love one another and show it. Let us laugh brazenly like Dawn Marie. Make our choices based on what makes us happy. Let us sing loudly and carry wine in our purses if we want to. Let us tell older, wiser people what we think they should wear. Let us get creative with our language if we're going to cuss and swear. Let us not care too much what other people think, but may we approach with kindness at the heart of things. We've all learned something from Dawn Marie, how to live life with spirit, how to set your spirit free. With love, we set her free. She said her dad will be there to meet her, so we don't have to worry. He'll greet her like the dawn of the morning, like the colors coming forward, like the boldness of the sun. Goodbye, Dawn Marie. You are so, so loved.